about this energy law of conservation that says energy is never created or destroyed. I can never ever
Destroy energy.
just make energy like, sometimes you get really tired and you wish, gee, I wish I could just get some energy. So you can't just go get it and all of a sudden you have energy there. And you can't have energy and just make it disappear. Okay? It's impossible according to the law of conservation of energy.
What about,
Jack?
how come you get when you're really tired, you get rushes of adrenaline, like in sports and stuff?
And it has to come from somewhere. It didn't come just out of nowhere. So somewhere in your body you had reserved fat and you converted that really, really quickly to energy to be sugar. And that's literally what that stored fat is for emergencies like that. And you pull that out and you got it. Yes, Brian.
So, when it's New Year's Eve and I'm trying to stay up until midnight, I put ice on my back. Why do I all of a sudden get really paper and energy doesn't come from ice?
No, energy does not. So you have activated some type of stored energy in your body. That's
Like batteries.
Yes. Well, the same thing is, how many of you heard of fight or flight? Okay. So you can literally be almost asleep, and then when you get threatened, your life becomes threatened, you will all of a sudden have lots and lots of energy because your body's going to say, run!
Everybody always does that one.
And that didn't, so hold on for your conversations. Okay? That didn't just appear out of anywhere, nowhere. That came from your body, had those cells with that stored energy waiting for that opportunity to happen.
Wait, so what you're saying is if there's a fire in our house, we'll wake up?
Yes, I will.
Fire!
Was that what you
That's
said?
alarm going
Yes.
What if someone was like,
Yes, exactly. And that you get pumped, you will have so much adrenaline in you when that happens. Yes. Okay. Yes. That I don't know. Yeah. Most people do not.
I did you
Or last night.
last night?
Oh yeah, I was way awake last night. Yes.
I slept right through it.
So did
Yes. Hold on, your conversation.
Sleep.
Stop your conversation. Stop.
Guys,
Stop.
hush, child.
Shh. Jack has a question.
How come I in the middle of my sleep I burnt my hand on an iron and I didn't wake up? The next morning I woke up and I had to burn on my hand and I realized my iron was on. How come I didn't?
Why did you burn your hand on your iron? Why?
I didn't
First of all, you curl your hair.
Okay, so Jack, I'm going to save that answer for a little other time, not right now.
Okay.
Okay. So here's my point. In science, we want you to make sure and understand that you understand this fact. So we use diagrams to help our brain wrap itself around because it gets kind of complicated. So in your notebook, right underneath your definition, I need you to draw me a rectangle, an arrow, and another rectangle. We're going to write words inside of those, so make it big enough so we can write words inside. Okay? So don't make it small. Make it big. Anna's got a nice size in there. Okay? And in fact, what we're going to put the words we're going to put in there is foot and football over here. So we're going to hunt a football.
In here?
No. Okay? So the source of our energy is the foot. That energy is going to get transferred to the football. The football just doesn't go anywhere unless it gets energy from somewhere. My foot's going to be the source. What kind of energy is that? We're going to look at our list over here. Okay? Is it going to be light energy the foot gives to the football?
No.
Yeah.
Mechanical?
No.
Gravitational
No.
because it
No.
won't
No.
go.
Chemical.
Because if you kick it,
So mechanical means it's going to move.
Gravitational. Gravitational.
it's
energy.
mechanical.
So, and hold on to that gravitational. It's going to be mechanical energy. Now, is that the kind of energy the foot received? Because the foot
No.
was a receiver. What kind did the foot receive?
It receives
It receives gravitational.
Wait, is it like the...
Potential is not a form, it's a way we use it.
Chemical.
Chemical, that's correct. Okay, so now Drake's gonna stop his head being,
me.
yes, sir. Turn around. So I got chemicals in my body, which is all that adrenaline, that gave that chemical energy to the foot. The foot then changes that chemical energy into mechanical. And then that gives it to the football, and the football has mechanical energy, but it also has another energy working the opposite way on it. That's gravitational. That's why the football is coming down. Because all that energy that the foot gave it should just make that football stay forever in the air.
I wish.
That's strong my foot.
Okay? But there's an energy that's pulling it down that says, no, you don't get to stay in the air, you get to come down.
How are we gonna
Okay?
Imagine playing football.
So here's what I want you to write under here. This foot had 150 joules of energy. We could actually measure its potential. And that was calculated by a math formula. It's called PE times M times G times H. I can do some math and actually get this number and figure out exactly how much potential energy does my foot have. I need the mass of my foot, I need the effect of gravity on it, and I need how high I'm going to kick it.
800.
Okay? Then I can get that. That's not important. Now, Honors is doing that. They are doing the math behind this. You guys don't have to do that. Okay? So all you need to know is that there's this J behind here. That J comes from the unit of measure for energy. It's called a joule. Joules. Will you write that in your notebook? Okay? This is energy's unit of measure. So every time we talk about energy, we're going to label it with a J for joules. Now, why is it called joules? That's because the scientist's last name was Joules. So he's the one that said, hey, you know what? This is what 1 joule is going to be, and we're going to name it after me.
Because
Because he was all that, yes.
And how come airplanes can stay up in the air so well?
And that, yeah,
that is Bernoulli's.
no,
Release?
Yep. That's what it's called, right?
yes.
The wings.
Okay. And we're not going to go there today, but that's a great question.
Okay.
All right. So now, according to the law, it says if the foot has 150 and it transfers that energy to the football, now how much energy does the football have?
150.
It says it has 150 joules. According to the law, all of that energy that was in the foot now transfers over and is now in the football. Does that really happen?
Yes.
No.
I said no first.
Okay? Because we lose, we don't destroy it, we lose some of that energy in the transfer, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Okay, before we get there though, you need to turn to page 187 if you're not there. Okay, you should already be there.
300.
300, yes, thank you, 387.